nice table or a work table. We just got a garage in the apartment complex. That's Dijon Mustard, the cat. And yeah, it's a lot. And there's another roll in there. So I have enough for a boat. And so what I'm going to show you guys how to do, I'm trying to get the tripod on here. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to try to get a really nice clean line going, following this line. The reason for that is so when you are fiberglassing or applying this to your car, you don't have little strands flying everywhere, and it'll be really hard to glue them down, and they can possibly create little bubbles. You don't want bubbles on a box. So I will go ahead and show you that, guys, in just a bit. Guys, well, as you can see, my the other cut I had was pretty half, but I didn't do a great job. So as you can see, this is the actual cut. I'm not gonna say fabric like company, or like from the actual place I bought it from. The freaking cat's playing on the other end. Get out of here! So yeah, it's pretty nice and pretty straight. They do pretty good stuff, I guess. I can't give you a seller or a buyer or whatever from eBay, but you're gonna have to do your own shopping. So as you can tell, I am really off those lines, so I'm just gonna pull some of these I guess threads out until I get a straight line all the way from the top over there all the way from here. And you don't have to do it nice the way I'm gonna do it, but it really helps with the ending product. You have no air bubbles, you have no weird... It's gonna be hard to put epoxy on this when it's like up in the air. It's gonna stick to your brush when you're putting epoxy on it. This will like want to stick to the brush when you're putting it on. So the less fibers you have outside hanging like this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the whole thing. See, guys, now it's becoming a straight line, but the further I go up, the more I realize I need to adjust. So I'll get back to you guys once that's done. Guys, I'm back. That's all I took out. It is a straight line all the way. You might have like zigzaggy coming out of, but it's the same strand all the way through. And apologies again, I don't have a workshop. Straight line all the way down. Maybe I'll take that one off, but who knows. So now, I don't know what these are called, but they're like fabric cutters. It's got a blade and... Come on, zoom in. Or focus. Focus. So what this does is, it's got a blade, but it's got this plastic on it that goes down. Basically, it's protection. When this goes away, the blade is exposed. This cat is gonna get torn in pieces. So I think it works left and right. It goes all directions. So if I put my thing right here and I squeeze hard down and I press on it, you can try using scissors, but God, it is going to be a really hard thing to do. So as you can see, it's cut. You just have to put a lot of pressure. I wouldn't say too much, or else you might get the blade kind of dull. Yep, that noise is fiberglass cutting its fibers down. So you might have to go twice, but basically I have to clean the entire edge of this and see what happens from there. If you guys want to watch, then watch. I'll probably just fast forward this part. What I'm gonna do is I have this side hanging down as well as the other one. So it's basically, this is the middle. I'm gonna do something I've never tried before. What I'm gonna do is just make a small little cut on the middle spot. And some YouTubers are watching me, they're like, what is this kid smoking? Nothing! Let's see if these babies work. So now, what I can do here is get one of the strands. I hope you guys can see. I'm gonna try to get one of the strands that goes vertically. If you need to, grab a pin, a bobby pin, and pull the strand out. And try to see if you can pull it out. As you can tell, now there's a straight line going here. So now I'm gonna grab my little tool that my girlfriend just gave me for my Christmas present and see if it works. I might just tear it because it's so strong and so sharp. Yeah, just tearing it. Failure! So I'm gonna pull this out. I'm gonna try to. Here we go. You're probably wondering, what is he doing? Why is he doing this? Jesus! No Jesus around here. Don't involve Jesus. I'm gonna try to take 3 or 4 of these out. You do one at a time. You can do 2 at a time, that's fine. Careful, do not cut yourself. I don't know if it cuts. It should, it's fiberglass. And then the last one. Okay, I guess it worked. So now we have a line. That's basically where I'm cutting with the wheel. It'll make it really easy. You'll see why. So I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna just do the next side. Alright, so now I have one single line. I mean, it looks crooked, but it's just the material that goes from one end all the way to the other. And the reason I did this was when it's time to cut, I'm gonna go the other direction. When it's time to cut, if I cut in the center, I will have this at the end. So basically, I made my job a little easier. Hopefully, right? I only pulled a total of 4 or 5 strands. I might increase it to 8 just in case. I think I'll go ahead and do that. But after that, once I cut, I have a long strip, then I can cut it into little pieces. Alright, we have the straight line. I adjusted the fiber sheet or whatever to not hang anymore, and I'm going to start cutting. And be careful here. Try to stay in the middle of the line. Now what's next is we're going to do the same thing we did in the beginning. Take that line off. I'm going to take like 2 or maybe like 3 or 4 of them off. About say finger's length like this, or 5 would be too much. I mean too little, then I have to make like 600 cubes or squares. So I think this much would be fine. So up here, and that's not gonna let those fibers come out. So I need 1 fiber or 2. There we go. 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 strands out of there. So now if I'm careful enough, I can cut this cube off. Hold it on the back. Careful with your hands. And there she goes. There you have it. One little square. And if you identify that you have any strands that are about to come out, just pull that boy out. Keep it clean. I would suggest all the edges to have maybe, I don't know if it's 2 centimeters, 1/4 inch on each end, like little fibers. I've realized or noticed that that helps it stick better when you're actually applying it to a box. So all the sides have it except this one. This one barely has like 1/8 of an inch or something. So I'll pull a little bit more strands off there. And if you pull too much, it's not bad, but be careful not to, I guess, ruin the integrity of this. So yeah, that's basically 1 cube, or 1 little patch of fiberglass with the little ends coming out. Sorry guys, I don't know much terminologies, I just know how to do the work. So yeah, I will probably do, God, I don't know. God, I should just do the whole roll. Yeah, I'll probably do the whole roll, and then I'll get back to you guys. It's gonna be a boom, a puddle of just little squares. I'll make a lot of these sizes, and I'll make some that are a little bit bigger. That makes it easier and quicker when you're making a box. But yes, this is recommended. It keeps your things clean. Alright, thanks for watching guys. This is just a video, right? Next time we'll see something about the next step of how to apply it and all that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Guys, well, this is how I first started doing it. I'm going to show you 2 processes. You first just make lines, pull all them out, and then cut the center so you can separate your different sizes. I already have my boxes starting to get a little full with different size ones for different parts of the fiberglass box. And let me get my tripod, give me 1 sec. There we go. Yes, this is my Samsung Galaxy S5. So for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it down right here. And hopefully you can see well. Hold on. And I'm just going to pull some strands out. Continue pulling more. It's easier to pull strands out when there is less distance of length, because I guess there's less friction. And then I get the roller, and then yes, you need gloves for cutting using fiberglass. I forgot to mention that. So I'm Mexican, so I feel like I'm unbeatable. Then you get your little square. And you get your little square, and you pull some strands out. Well, at least that's what I do, because it makes it a lot easier to be able to install this. Actually fiberglass it onto the car itself. And then this guy just goes in. I got 2 different sizes, bigger ones and smaller ones. So that process works. It's a little time consuming, but I figured this out today. I think this is way better. You get a sheet, fiberglass, you can pull those long strands out. I think if I put it on the light, you'll be able to tell. You pull the long ones out, and then you pull the horizontal ones out, verticals and horizontals, and then once you have that, you're capable of going in, and it's a lot quicker to make basically a grid system for fiberglass. Because what I did before was pull all the long strands out of here, all of them, and then I would cut through here, but then I would have to individually remove each one of these. But in this case, which is the big one, once I pull the strands here, it would pull the strands on all three of them, if you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, little tip there that helps you make fiberglass quicker, or get little squares. Thanks for watching, guys. Have great holidays. This is crazzyD, and make sure to like this video if it helped you. Subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know. crazzyD Productions out.